Monthly debt obligations jump in U.S., Ford EVs not selling, and part-time employment hits a record. Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video with your friends. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by CBS News and written by Anne Marie Lee, titled, "Here's How Much the Typical American Pays in Debt Each Month." The author of this article referenced a recent Lending Tree report that included data from 310,000 credit reports. The report revealed that Americans are tumbling deeper into debt, with the typical household paying $1,583 a month on various loans. This is up more than $300 per month from 2020. Well, my friends, I'm surprised it is this low. Life is expensive in America. For people with only $1,583 in monthly debt obligations, I think they are doing great compared to many Americans. The author of this article went on to say, people in Generation X, ages 43 to 58, carry the most debt with $1,974 in average monthly payments. Baby boomers, ages 59 to 77, are number 2 on the list, with payments of $1,529. Millennials, ages 27 to 42, are third on the list, with $1,490. Because of their young age, people in Generation Z, ages 18 to 26, have the lowest average monthly debt of $645. My guess is a lot of that is probably from student loans. While it's not good news that Americans are tumbling deeper into debt, since $1,583 a month is up by $300 since 2020, I think this low amount for monthly debt obligations is good news. Can you believe it? I've actually reported about some good news. Don't get too excited because I have some bad news to report. I read an article today on foxbusiness.com written by Kristen Altus titled, "Ford Dealership Details Struggle with EV Truck as Concerns Mount." The author of this article references Veronica Maioli, America's youngest Ford dealer, who said, "It's a really beautiful truck, but we're having some trouble getting it off our lot." She went on to say, "There's a lot of charging concerns. A lot of commercial companies don't really want to have to spend time to charge, and they add weight to the back of the truck. It's a little bit of a struggle right now." Well, my friends, I am not surprised by this one bit. I can see why commercial companies wouldn't want to buy these electric trucks. Time is money. Some don't want to mess with keeping these trucks charged. They also don't want to worry about someone misplacing the charging cord. I'm sure they also don't want to be getting a call from some employee who stopped at a 7-Eleven to pick up a Big Gulp and ran out of charge and he doesn't know what to do. I'm sure some of these commercial companies are also looking at the depreciation rate for electric vehicles and deciding not to purchase them. I have no doubt some have watched what Hertz has done recently when they dumped 20,000 electric vehicles from their fleet. Some commercial companies want to buy trucks that have been tested by time. Some don't want to own rolling video games. I have no doubt there are consumers who are excited about owning a Ford F-150 EV. Here in America, I'm sure there is a retired guy who drives his truck to and from the corner bakery in the morning to have coffee with his friends and occasionally goes to Lowe's to pick up a few bags of mulch with his truck. For someone like this, he can charge the truck at home and he never needs to mess with going to the gas station. It may work great for his lifestyle. For guys who haul long distances for a living, they can't risk getting to a charging station that is not operational. This could cause delays in their deliveries and jeopardize their business. Again, I'm not surprised that the Ford dealer referenced in this article is having a difficult time selling a Ford EV. Her dealership is in New Jersey. If she's having a hard time selling one of these in New Jersey, imagine how hard it might be to sell one in rural South Dakota. There are some lonely stretches of road there where it's hard to even find a gas station. The temperatures also get really cold there in the winter. Just in the past week, there was a story about some electric vehicles that wouldn't accept a charge in Chicago because the temperature was too low. The coldest day ever in Chicago was January 20th, 1985, when it was 27 degrees below zero. There have been some days there with the wind chill where the readings have been around 50 below. That's nothing compared to South Dakota, where it was 58 degrees below zero back on February 17th, 1936. These temperatures are in Fahrenheit, in case you are wondering. Your EV may have a hard time in sub-zero temperatures in some rural states in America. Apparently, Tesla isn't slowing down when it comes to manufacturing electric vehicles. I read an article today on yahoo.com, put out by Business Insider, and written by Tom Carter, titled, "Elon Musk Warns Tesla Workers They'll Be Sleeping on the Production Line to Build Its New Mass-Market EV." The author of this article referenced Elon Musk as saying, "We really need the engineers to be living on the line. This is not sort of an off-the-shelf, it just works type of thing. That will be a challenging production ramp. We'll be sleeping on the line, practically. Not practically, we will be." Well, my friends, I would not want to be sleeping on the line. I worked at a factory for approximately 2 years, and it is loud. There are often contaminants in the air. In the summer, it is extremely hot. In the winter, it is often cold. The floor is concrete, and it is not conducive to sleeping at all, in my opinion. I can't imagine OSHA would even allow someone to sleep in a factory. When I read this, I thought to myself, I hope these Tesla engineers are getting a really good salary. Most engineers that I know who work for companies are on a salary and are not hourly. This means they are often taken advantage of when it comes to their time. Hourly workers, especially hourly workers with union protection, would never be asked to sleep on the line. The union would be all over that. Now, some of you might think Elon Musk is exaggerating when he talks about engineers sleeping on the line. The author of this article referenced a former worker from Tesla's factory in Fremont, California, who told The Verge that employees would sleep on the factory floor after 12-hour shifts. Again, I can't believe that OSHA would even allow this. I hope Tesla provides good health insurance because some of these people may have to visit the chiropractor on a regular basis. Back in the 1980s, I heard stories about engineers sleeping at work to meet unrealistic deadlines set forth by an executive at a company on the West Coast. I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about. Some of these people are trading a lot of hours of their life for money. I hope it is all worth it. Have you ever had to sleep at work? If so, tell me about it in the comment section below. While engineers at Tesla are working a crazy amount of hours, there are some people in America who are just working part-time. I read an article today on Yahoo Finance, put out by USA Today, and written by Paul Davidson, titled, "A Record Number of Americans Are Choosing to Work Part-Time. Here's Why." According to the author, 22 million Americans in December chose to work part-time, which is an all-time high according to Labor Department figures. That's 13.9% of all workers, the largest share since February 2020, and among the highest over the past 2 decades. Well, my friends, part-time employment isn't going to cut it for many people in 2024, not with how expensive life has gotten recently. You might be wondering, why are more people working part-time? Well, according to the author, a record number of Americans are choosing to work part-time, including stay-at-home mothers, teens, retirees seeking extra cash to cope with inflation, and employees who burned out on their full-time jobs while covering for missing colleagues during COVID. I have no doubt some of these people are not working part-time by choice. Some people may be struggling to find full-time employment. For those who are retired, I have no doubt they are working part-time because they have to. Many people who retired several years ago probably never dreamed that life was going to get as expensive as it is today. For these people, they may need to supplement their Social Security and retirement savings with part-time employment. What is going to happen to some of these people when they reach an age where they can no longer physically work, but they still need to bring in extra money? I have no doubt there are people here in America that are dealing with this very difficult situation right now. You don't want to be in that situation when you get older. This is why it is so important to get your financial affairs in order when you are young and can save as much as possible for retirement. Life is a lot easier when you have financial resources. It is a lot easier to deal with unexpected things in life when you have money. I'm curious, do you know people who are retired who had to go back to work part-time just to survive? If so, tell me about it in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.